Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's something wild. Since 2022, the price of electricity in the US has been rising faster than inflation. That's right, your energy bill is climbing, and it's projected to keep going up through 2026. Ever notice how we're all feeling the pinch? About 80 million Americans are now sacrificing essentials like food and medicine just to keep the lights on. This isn't just a statistic, it's a crisis that affects real people. What's behind this surge? Sure, there's the usual suspects: high demand, low supply, and inflation. But let's dig deeper. We're grappling with decades of neglect in our energy infrastructure. Much of it is aging and inadequate, and the business models governing our utilities are stuck in the past. Instead of investing in sustainable solutions, we see a reliance on outdated practices that only drive costs higher. Remember when former President Trump promised to cut energy costs in half? Well, his policies are actually contributing to rising prices, particularly through the so-called One Big Beautiful Bill Act. It's crazy to think that despite promises, many Americans are now facing even steeper bills. Now, let's talk about the grid itself. Did you know that nearly 2/3 of your electricity bill comes from generation costs, while the rest is tied to transmission and distribution? As the infrastructure ages, the costs for maintaining and upgrading these systems are skyrocketing. This is where it gets absurd. Utilities are now spending more than half their budgets on transmission and distribution, while the generation side is lagging behind. What if I told you that the US used to build 2,000 miles of high-voltage transmission lines a year, but that number plummeted to just 55 miles in 2023? That's a staggering drop. And it's not just numbers. It's a failure to adapt to our growing energy needs, especially with the rise in electric vehicles and data centers. The lack of coordination among utilities, grid operators, and states is another critical issue. Only a few states have a solid plan in place for how to manage this complex web of energy needs. This disarray is costing us all. So, as we face these rising costs, it's clear we need to rethink our energy policies. The solutions are out there, but they require a collective push for change. Together, we can tackle this puzzle of rising energy costs and push for a more sustainable, equitable future. Let's stay hopeful and engaged. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.